What's up, guys? What's up, guys? How you doing today? We're rocking out with the one and only Philly Dom coming to you live and direct from Astoria, Queens, and we're gonna talk about some migrant shelters getting closed. More and more migrant shelters are being closed in New York City, but Trump is gonna be mad about this. A lot of people in New York and throughout the United States will be mad about this. That they're opening another shelter in the Bronx. I think in the South Bronx, they opened up another shelter, migrant shelter, and it's going to hold a lot of people. So let me give you guys some time to get in here, and we're going to talk about it. So they're closing shelters, which is good, but then they're opening shelters. They open up the other shelters, so that doesn't make sense as well. But that's what they're doing. Trump going to be mad about this. Yeah, guys. Well, somebody say something, man. Also, hit the like button if you're watching. Make sure you can hit the like button or leave a comment. Say something, man. Let's talk about it. You're rocking out with the one and only Philly Dom. Now, this is the situation that's going on. Sorry about the echo, but you know where I'm. I'm in a co-working space, so I'm doing a video at. So that's why you hear the echo. Okay, you guys know that I've been documenting the migrant crisis shelter for like over 2 years now, since 2023. Um, I go to the different shelters that you see how the migrants are living. Now that we got to the point that they're closing some of the shelters because we have a new administration and we have Trump coming to the office on the 20th, which is like 5, 6 days away. So they're closing shelters. And they are closing a lot of different shelters, but yeah, you heard it first here that they open a new shelter in the Bronx, like I said before. I repeat myself because I know more and more people coming in, so that's why I'm repeating myself. So they're opening a new shelter, but the mayor of New York City, his name is Mayor Adams. He announced Friday, which you obviously the Friday this past, that he's going to shut down 13 migrant shelters by June 2025. Now I don't know if you guys know one of the shelters that I go to always check is on Hall Street. It's in what is it, Clinton Hills section of Brooklyn. That shelter, it's three shelters there, but they have one that when you go to the front of it, it's like a white building, like 7, 8 floors, maybe more than that, and it has Hall Street on there. They're closing that shelter, but the funny thing is, there's also two other shelters. One next to it, and then there's another shelter the street behind it. But the Hall Street shelter is a family shelter, and it has like over 3,500 migrants in that shelter alone. I was asking people, I asked some of the workers in the other video how many people were in that shelter. But now I got a number. They say around 3,500. I'm gonna say 4,000. You know they're gonna chalk down the numbers a little bit. So they plan on closing that shelter down before June, and they're opening up another shelter. Yes, indeed, they are opening up another shelter in the Bronx. You guys probably know better than I know about the Bronx. I'm from Philly. It's in what's the part of the Bronx it's in? It's in Bruckner. It's gonna be in the off of Bruckner Boulevard in the Bronx. I don't know if they start moving people in there yet, but I know it's open, so they probably did. They really keeping it under the radar. Like they don't tell you where the migrant shelter's at. You have to find out, or you got to have a family member or a friend or somebody that's happened to stumble upon the shelter. Lugo said hi. Shout out to you, Lugo. So I'm gonna definitely do my due diligence. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna check it. But that's crazy that they're closing shelters, but then they're opening shelters. So yes, they're opening another shelter in the Bronx. Now I know they had a shelter in Brooklyn called Floyd Bennett Field. That should be closed. I was supposed to go today, guys. I didn't get a chance to go. I'm on the live, but once I go there, I'll do a video and I'll let you guys see what's going on there to see if it's really closed. So yeah, they're opening shelters, they're closing shelters. This is crazy. BKC said, okay, the LGB governor that they will no longer fund a shelter program that was really designed for the homeless. I agree. I agree. Chandra Davis said, greetings everybody to all loving phillydom. Thank you so much. And then Lugo said, what's up? So yeah, that's what's going on. As you can see the title, man, it's simple and plain. They're closing shelters, but they're opening up. Some of the shelters that they're closing, let's get to some good news. It's a shelter called Brooklyn Way in Brooklyn. They're closing that shelter. These shelters should be closed by June. I'm gonna go buy some of them to check just to make sure. Hall Street Humanitarian Emergency Response and Relief Center in Brooklyn. That's the one in Clinton Heights. Holiday Inn Express in Brooklyn. They don't even give the address. They give you this vague thing. The Vibey Brooklyn, BK Brooklyn, 99 Washington Humanity. Oh wow, I don't even know that place. 99 Washington Humanitarian Emergency Relief Response. 99 Washington. I've never been there. I got to check that one out. 99 Washington Humanitarian Emergency Relief Center in Manhattan. Never been to that shelter, man. Stewart, I've been there. The Watson, I've been there. Hotel Nita in Queens, I've never been there. Holiday Inn in Staten Island. I might check that one out tomorrow. And then Ramada in Yonkers. And then I know they said in December, the mayor announced that the city will close 25 other sites by March 2025. So the main two that everybody would know would be Floyd Bennett Fields in Brooklyn and then Randall Island. They would be the main ones that everybody would know because they're the 10 facilities. So it's a lot going on with this, man. It's a lot going on with this. It's a lot going on with this. Michael Bishop, man, why is it bait? I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys the information what's going on with the shelters. Like I just said, they having a shelter. They opened up a shelter in the Bronx. I'm gonna go check it out. I mean, you can say bait, you can say whatever you want, click bait, whatever you want. I'm gonna go check out the shelters. I'm the shelters, the go-to guy here in New York. I've been going to 1,000 of the shelters. So I will go there and check it out. Stop being a hater, my brother. BK said, crazy how our people have been ignored for years. I hear you, my brother. AH said, good evening from the Bronx. Yes, indeed. Then Lugo said, I heard about that. Yeah, I'm going to go check it out, man. They're not telling us, they're not giving an address. If somebody know the address, I asked Big Hawk because he has some people in the Bronx, but he didn't even know the address. So, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. And I'm going to go check it out, definitely. Sandra Davis said, so they basically closing all of the 10 facilities. They're trying to close them by next month. The one in Randall Island and then Floyd Bennett Field should be closed in Brooklyn. And they just opened up another shelter because they still have a lot of people, migrants still coming in. That's why I said Trump's going to be upset about this. Trump will be upset about this. I'll put it here, man. I don't even know why I had that on. Cool vibes, man. Let's see what else is going on. Sandra said, I watched your recent video, okay, on West 40, on 40th, 4th Street, located. It looks scary when you could wake in the middle of the platform. I guess when you walked in the middle of the platform, you walking too much near the edge. Yeah, it was. Oh yeah. I'm getting ready to do one of the subway videos tonight, matter of fact. DMV said ICE needs to pull up on the job sites. I'm gonna see how they're gonna do it. It's a couple of days, it's definitely a couple of days. Sheriff of YouTube said, "Yo, Dom, you need to go undercover into the new shelter as a Haitian migrant, just wearing that, that scarf." Yeah, I might try it, man. If they let me do it, man, I'll do it, man. I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna try to find out because they're not giving, like I said, they're not giving the address. I'm on the live with you guys. You guys tell me the address off of Bruckner Road. I sort of got an idea, man. It's crazy, man. You can just Google stuff. They said it was a 7-story building. The news, you know, I'm dissecting the news and everything, doing my little investigation work. They said it was a seven-story building. So I sort of got an idea where that because I Googled 7-story buildings there. So I'll find it. I'll find it. And it's going to be a lot of traffic going in and out. I'll find it. I just got to get out to the Bronx, to that little area, and walk around. But if somebody knows the shelter, that makes it easy. But I'll just walk that little area. I'll find it. Sandra Davis said, I didn't see enough patrol officers. Sandra Davis, they got some patrol officers out there. You know, I go out there today. I'm going to go a little earlier today. I was going late night last time. I'm going to go a little earlier just to catch a little crowd to see how it is with some crowd of people out there. DMV said, Lord Jesus Christ is coming back. It is written. Amen. I hear you on that. Steve said, what's up, Philly? Man, just talking about the migrant crisis shelters. They're closing a lot of shelters, but they're opening one big shelter. And that shelter, let me give you the number of that, man. Let me get the exact number. That shelter will be, it's a big shelter. They just like shifting shelters around. What it looks like is they just shifting shelters around. That shelter that they're opening up. Okay, that shelter that they're opening up, the city has revealed, like I said, the city's revealed they will be opening a new shelter off of Bruckner Boulevard in the Bronx. And I don't know why it's so top secret. They might as well just tell us where the shelter's at. Bruckner Boulevard in the Bronx. While they do not provide any details, the shelter is expected to house about 2,200 single men in a warehouse in a largely industrial area. I'll find it. I'll definitely find that shelter. I'll find it. I'll record it and let you guys see what's going on because that's the newest shelter, all them shelters. Then they told me, Big Hawk told me about some other shelters, so it's a lot going on. Sandra said, listen, Philly Dom, they're saying whether they take a bad bitter, brutal turn for the worse. Okay, I'm saying, oh, okay, you saying that the weather was, sorry about this. Sometimes, guys, when I read this, man, it gets a little complicated. Okay, Sandra Davis, she said, listen, Philly, they saying weather will take a bad, brutal turn for the worse. Where is your, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get some. All I have is my scarf right now. I mean, my jacket and all that's upstairs, gloves, everything. Sheriff said, just looking for the stolen e-bikes. Just look for the stolen e-bikes. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna go over there. Whenever I get a chance, I'll go in that area and I'll try to find the shelters because I know they're there. Sheriff said 220 single men in a warehouse. Sounds super crazy. Wow, you crazy, man. Wonder said, hi, brother. And Sandra David said, do you know what's trapper hats looks like? I mean, I can ask somebody. I can ask somebody what a trapper hat looks like. I can ask somebody. But yeah, that's the news, man. So, I'm going to keep recording and documenting. But we close. We close to Trump getting in. Like I said, he has a lot on his plate, man. So these things that everybody expect him to do, they're gonna have to give him some time to do it. It's gonna take a while. It's not gonna be right away, but I know he's definitely gonna get the criminals out there. But yeah, it's definitely another shelter opening. And I know Trump don't want to hear that. it could get to the point that they're gonna try to stop sanctuary cities, but I don't think they can do it because they gotta have it for the homeless of the United States. They just probably have to tweak the rules, tweak the policies. I mean, a little bit, tweak the requirements a little bit, whatever you have to do. Status Moon said, keep pushing this work. Yeah, man. But I mean, that's important information for you guys to know that another shelter is open. It's on Bruckner Boulevard. Anybody from the Bronx that can tell me anything about the Bronx, Bruckner, where's that area at in the Bronx? Is that a safe area? Is that a dangerous area? What's the neighborhood called where Bruckner's at? Let me know. Let me know. But yes, guys, man, that's the news I had to give to you guys. I mean, it's important news because everybody's pushing for these shelters to close and stuff like that. And still they opening up more shelters. Like I said, now they just moving shelters around. Like they closing a whole bunch. They said they're gonna try to close 13 in the next couple of months, but they still have some that's open. So it's a cat and mouse game with the shelters. Also, some other shelter I gotta go visit. I'll visit it all the time. It's called the Cremont Shelter. Cremore. I think it's Cremore. The Cremore Shelter. I gotta definitely go check that one out. D Grant, where's the Brockton Boulevard? What area is that in? And where's it run into? How long is Brockton Boulevard? Because I'm gonna go out there in these next couple of days. I can't promise tomorrow because I gotta do something in Long Island. But these next couple of days, I'll try to go out there with some family members or something, and we're gonna try to find that migrant shelter. Because I know they're putting stuff in there now. Somebody said just look for the e-bikes. Shandra said it's lined with Sherlin or willow or fir. It covers the back sides of a man's head. Okay. And ears. I'll get one of them eventually. I'll definitely get one of them. You will look nice, boss. I'll try one. I'm gonna try one. I'm sure I can get it in Jamaica, Queens, or somewhere there. But yeah, man, this is crazy, man. Sarah said, "Don't get jumped. The migrants are getting squirrely." No, I hear you. But I'm gonna go there. And check it out. So yeah, they just moving shelters around. Like I said, they said they're gonna close the one that I go to on Hall Street. They're gonna close that one soon. But like I said, there's 2 or 3 other shelters in that area right there. So I'll see how they do it. But yeah, they still open them. They closing a whole bunch, but they still open the shelters. So how y'all feel about them opening up another shelter? How you feel about them opening another shelter? I mean, they closing and opening. How's that look? John said 2,000 plus single men is oh man. Jones, you want my opinion on that? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I'm gonna be 100,000% with you. Most of the shelters I know, because I'm the shelter man. I go to all the other migrant shelters. Most of the shelters I know that have like all men shelters. I mean, I'm not security there. I never can get inside there, but from my observations and watching and observing them, they don't really have that many problems. Like Randall Island was a mixed shelter with women and men, and I think did I see any kids in Randall Island? Did I see any kids? I don't really women and men, and they gave that shelter gave a lot of problems. And they got Cremont shelter that's all men. They don't give problems. Then there's another one called Estelle's Place in Queens. It's all men. They don't have problems there either. So it all depends. It depends on the crowd. I think the mixed shelters have the most trouble. Just my opinion. In my opinion, from going out and checking on these shelters and being at these shelters, the mixed shelters have the most problems. Like with kids, woman, man. But the all male ones, like that I've been to, I don't remember them having a problem. Thank you. D Grant said that is near there's Monte Haven, Monte Haven, like on 138th Street. So, do you think the shelter is somewhere in that area then? Because I'm looking for the shelter, and I'm asking you guys because they not telling us on the news. You know what I mean? They just saying it's by here. But from my research, it was that neighborhood of Monte Haven. So I'm gonna check it off 138th Street then. Dark Star 44 said, "Hi folks, what's going on with you, Dark Star? I'm giving them good news and bad news. Adams is closing a whole bunch of shelters in the next couple months, but he's sneaking in and opening up another shelter in the Bronx. So I'm trying to find out where that Bronx shelter is at because they're not letting nobody know where that Bronx shelter is at. So the one and only Philly. I'm trying to figure out where it's at. That's why I'm asking you guys, where is that shelter at?" Sandra said, "Okay. Personally, do not like when they change or force the people to more, I guess what's more after 30, 60 days. Well, if they have kids in school here, they automatically give them more time. That's what they were saying. That's another one they give. If you have kids, they give you more time." Cruz said, "But if you commit weirdo crimes, it's first strike, you out of here." I hear you on that, man. Let's see what Grant is saying. D. Grant said, I would not know where that shelter is at, but since you said Roten, that is near 130. No, I said, you got me confused with what I'm saying now. I said, Brockner. Brockner's in that Brockner area. Cruz said, "Damn, you people can't read. Bro, learn to read for real, man. Stop being a hater, Cruz. Stop being a hater." Dark Star 44 said, "Just walked in. Okay. I told you Adams is hiding them so they can't be deported." Yeah, he's opened up another shelter in the Bronx. In the Bronx. So it's kind of crazy. Cruz said, "Internet." Okay, I see we got a hater in the building. Shout out to our hater today, Cruz. Cruz the hater. I hear you, man, Cruz. I hear you. So if you guys just turning in, turning in, just tuned in, tuned in. They closing a whole bunch of shelters in the next couple of months, but they're opening shelters. So let's see how that works out. Craig Jones said, checking in from Brooklyn. Craig Jones, they definitely gonna close the shelter you have in Brooklyn. The halls on Hall Street. That shelter, they said they definitely gonna close that. They trying to get that closed by June. That has like 350 people, 3,000, 3,500 something people, family, husband, kids. That's a family shelter. But if you guys just tuned in, next couple of months or even quicker than that, BK Way, Brooklyn, that's one of the shelters. Then the Hall Street shelters. Then it's a Holiday Inn Express in Brooklyn. They closing 99 Washington. I've never been to that shelter, man. I got to check that one out. The Stewart, the Witston Hotel, Nita, a couple of them, they closing down. Cruz said, "Oh, Romeo versus Musty Night." D. Grant said, "Oh, okay, West in the Bronx, okay." And then what's his name right here? Jones said Adams is trying to play both sides of the field. that shelters is only open temporarily for migrants. Yeah, he's closing them and he's opening them, so that's crazy. Cruz said Adams is playing off his friends' hotel owners. Paying off his friends' hotel owner. Well, the one in the Bronx that they opening is going to be like in an office space, so it'll be similar to the migrant shelter. The one in it'll be similar to the migrant shelter in Estelle Place in Queens, in Long Island City, Queens. It's going to be similar to that one. Yeah, that's it right there. Betty Boo said Bruckner Boulevard shelter will be 2,200 people. News 12 Bronx. Do you know where it's at? Betty Boo, do you know where it's at? Because I'm the one that got to go find it. I'm going to go find it. You know, they're not telling me. I said about the turkey himself, Adams. Y'all going hard on Adams. Y'all going crazy on Adams. Y'all definitely going crazy on Adams. But okay, yeah, I'll bring it up. I'll bring up the groceries. Definitely, not a problem. Definitely. Got some groceries came in for me. Um, it's crazy madness going on out there, but that's the news. More shelters are open, but I need people if they can give me the information where that shelter is so I can go there. But I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna do what I have to do to find it for you guys. Craig Jones, last week there was a special meeting among Adams and the governor, incoming administration. I'm telling you, Adams is playing both sides of this issue. Yeah, Adams is the mayor of New York City. Cruz said there is some retired NYC guys having channels on YouTube exposing the Adams scandal. Wow, that's deep. And then D Grant said, phillydom, you did some rock. What was it? phillydom, you did say Rockland, right? No, Brockland. Let me spell it out for you guys. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Let me spell it out for you guys, man. I'm gonna put it in the chat. That's even one better. Hold on for a second, man. Man, put it in the chat. Hold on. Shout out to my boy Tone Tanema as well. Shout out to my boy Tone Tanema as well. This is it right here. Let me see. There we go. That's it right there. But that's it for now. I'm gonna come back live in a little bit. I just gotta take care of some stuff real quick, and we're gonna talk about it because I know you guys want to talk about this. But yeah, they opening up another shelter in the Bronx, humongous 7-story shelter. So I would definitely come back. Yo, Philly, you need to be in DC where you can get the real reporting. I hear you on that. You guys said, okay, that is. B. Grant said, okay, that is on 138th Street. So you think it's on 138th Street? Cruz said, remember, folks, Second Amendment, everyone stay ready. Yes, indeed. So I salute to you guys. I'll be back a little later and we can keep talking about this. I need more information. Don't forget you rocking out with the one and only phillydom. I'm coming to you live and direct from New York City reporting on but that's news that we need to talk about. Shout out to Big Hawk, baby.